Okay, we're trying this interactive horror stories thing. I'll put the link in the description. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can choose a game. What one? I don't know what any of them are, so I'll just... Dull, after feeling crystal skull. Madness in infinite loop. Let's go with Beneath the Ground. Okay, you are a goth university student with no friends. You join a school trip to a lake and the forest near it. If you decide to wander in the forest at night, you will find bare footprints. Those are coming from a black hole with a ladder. If you decide to wander in the forest at night, you will find bare footprints that are coming from a black hole with a ladder. Will you descend down? Yes, why not? Evil beneath the ground. Press any key to continue. You are a young university student who identifies as a goth. You are a lonely person. People think that you want to be alone, but in fact you couldn't find... Sorry, my computer sounds like it's going to explode. You couldn't find somebody you felt affinity. Everyone is so distant from you. Nobody you know listens to the music that you love, like Bauhaus, This Mortal Coil, The Sisters of Mercy, etc. I'm not laughing, I feel that it's coming from a personal place with from the author, maybe. And I understand. You heard about a university field trip to a lake and the forest around it in autumn. There would be a picnic. Also, alcohol is permitted. You could bring your own drinks. You join the field trip. Not only maybe, you could make some new friends, but you also love the nature, especially when it's a cold season. Well, I do love that. But of course you couldn't make new friends once again. During the 2 hours of bus travel, you found out that every other student who joined the trip were already friends. They simply ignored you. You also didn't approach them. As a result, all you could do during the bus trip was looking outside the window or play games on your phone while you listened to their joyful laughters. Perhaps a word of advice: go on the internet and find like-minded people so that you don't have to be stuck with people that you don't get on with. I don't know. You have mixed feelings about this picnic by the lake. You can't feel yourself as a part of the joyful youth who are enjoying the nature trip. This is obviously a second language, I get that, so I'm not going to say anything. After having a picnic barbecue, they played a game with a ball in which they formed a circle and tried not to let the ball touch the ground. Everyone participated in the game, except for you. Well, you see, there was your chance. You could join in. Goths can play ball. But you enjoy the nature trip somehow. As said before, you love the nature. How much do you love the nature? I don't know. You took pictures of the lake with your phone. You don't plan to post the pictures anywhere, though. I don't know why. And there is a huge forest near the picnic area. You have always found peace in the green of the forests. After the sunset, people began to light a campfire and drink. People around your age generally prefer beer, but you don't like it. You feel it overfills your stomach and causes nausea after 2 cans. Instead, you prefer stronger drinks. I'm going to guess absinthe. Today you brought a bottle of red wine and a wine glass. Okay, that's fair enough. You prefer wine. They gathered around the campfire while you drank your wine alone, away from them. I get it. You know, I've been that person who can't interact. It's not a nice feeling. But you know, like those people aren't necessarily the enemy. It's just, you know, it's difficult. At least they're not insulting them and calling them, I don't know, normies or something. A handsome guy brought his guitar from the bus and began playing it around the fire. While you have finished your second glass of wine, campfire and moon illuminate the darkness. Sun has already set. There are about 5 hours for the picnic to end. You will be going back to the city with the buses. He is playing a calming song. You might join the group, but you also feel a strong urge to have a walk in the dark forest. Well, if this was reality, I would say join the group. But obviously, I want weird stuff to happen, so I'm going to say 2. You stand up and wander away from the picnic. You feel the call of the dark forest, so you walk along the path into the forest. The trees are high and still green. Maybe they stay green in all seasons. You don't know. Your field is not biology. Stop asking me, man. It doesn't say that. The soil is wet and muddy. It must have rained before your group arrived at the lake. You leave boot prints on the soil as you walk. There are no clouds in the sky. Full moon and stars illuminate the forest. But that's not enough for your eyes. You turn on the flashlight of your phone. There is an app for it too. You can't clearly see, but notice rabbits in the distance. Never trust them. Never trust a rabbit. Jeremy Dyson taught me that. He wrote a book called Never Trust a Rabbit. Naturally, they run from you as they noticed your presence. You begin to think that you might have gone too far away from the picnic, but there is nothing interesting in the picnic area. You somehow feel like the darkness of the forest is your friend. Only friend. Continue on the path, turn back to picnic. Well, obviously I'm going to carry on. Nothing interesting happens in the rest of the day. You finish your bottle of wine and can't make any friends, as usual. When the time comes, you get on the bus and go back to the city. Yes, it's a lame ending, but at least you are alive and human. What? Oh, so by looking for horror, I completely avoided it. Okay. I'm going to do a different one because I feel like that was a bit of a letdown. You are a single father. Your wife Linda passed away while giving birth to your son a year ago. You'll be able to use a Ouija board and contact with an entity who claims to be Linda in this story. Yay! Press any key. New Jersey, 1981. You are a single father. Your wife Linda. Your son's name is Mark. He's a cute baby with blue eyes that he got from his mother. Oh, it's like you. He's a cute baby. As expected, you are in agony with the loss of your wife. Mark is the only thing that you hold on to. All that matters. You have been in love with Linda since the first time you saw her. She was so pretty. You wanted to be with her forever. It still surprises you to have such a charming woman to fall in love with you too. Oh. During Linda's pregnancy, you lost your job at some point while having debts. She supported you in every way she could. Not only was she your wife, but also your best friend. You found another job after Mark was born and Linda died, but of course it doesn't make you a happy man when you have lost your best friend and wife. Looking in Mark's blue eyes gives you all the strength to go on as a single father. You see the future in his eyes and the past. That's kind of like something Werner Herzog would say. When you look into his eyes, do you see every drop of the universe? Can you see each drop of the ocean? The past, when you were happy with your family, despite of everything falling apart. You would lose everything if you lost Mark. Another reason what made Linda and Mark so significant is you had lost your parents too. Basically, you have no family members left except for your son. You've got nothing, okay? Nothing. Nobody to consult for things that you need to talk with a family member. Linda's parents, you don't see those assholes anymore. They have done wrong to you and Linda. It is a foggy morning. You are taking a walk in an isolated green forest, which is close to the suburb you live. You can't see anything but fog beyond 5 meters. There is a single path, and you are walking it. You know that the path leads to a lake. You have been there countless times. There is nobody else you can see here in this forest, but somehow you feel that something awaits you at the end of the path. You reach a lake and you encounter a woman who looks uncannily familiar, standing at the side of the lake. Oh, now we're talking. She's turning her back to you. You see that she has blonde hair and a black dress. So familiar. She slowly turns back and faces you with a smile on her beautiful face. She is nobody but Linda, completely alive. Did you miss me, darling? 1. Linda, is that you? 2. How is that possible? 3. I missed you so much. Don't worry about how it happened, just say that you missed her. I long to be with you too. Again, there is a way. Oh dear. She holds your hands. Buy a Ouija board. I will talk to you through that. Talk to me now. You're here, now. You know what a Ouija board is? It is the board with the letters and numbers on it, and you use it to talk with spirits. A strong wind starts blowing. In the blink of an eye, her flesh turns into ashes. That's why she can't talk to you now. The harsh wind carries the black ashes away, leaving a grim skeleton standing with you. You find yourself holding the hands of a skeleton who looks into your very soul with carved eyes on her skull. You wake up. It was a dream, a repeating one. You keep having this dream every night. It started a few days ago. It's a Monday morning now, and you are in your bedroom. It's winter, but still sunny. After getting off the bed, you take a look at yourself in the mirror hanged on the wall. You look worn out. Check on Mark. Mark has no face. No, he does. Your house has 2 stories. The bedrooms are at the upper one. You walk into Mark's bedroom, which is next to yours, trying not to make a sound. You slowly open the wooden door of the bedroom. Your son sleeps peacefully in his cradle. You would expect a 1-year-old to make noises all the time, but Mark is not such a boy. He rarely cried. He has been a happy boy. I think there's something creepy about Mark. I think he's going to do something weird. The bedroom walls are painted in a calming tone of blue. A circle of toys are hanged upon the cradle. Cute figures of a lion, sun, red cat, moon are the parts of this instalment. That's very elaborate. There is a big poster of a yellow baby bird on the wall. You change Mark's diapers like you always do in the mornings. That really scared the crap out of me. After you complete changing the diapers, the doorbell rings. It's probably the caretaker, Isabella. She comes every morning at this hour. Isabella, my nerves, they can't handle it. Okay, we're getting into it now. You go downstairs and open the door. Good morning, sir, says Isabella. She's a woman in her 20s with curly black hair and brown eyes. She steps into your house. Is she going to murder me? Your daily routine starts with making the breakfast, while Isabella takes care of Mark. You go to work after the breakfast, unless it's the weekend. Isabella walks into the kitchen, opens the fridge, and picks up the formulated milk for babies without mothers. I'm sorry, it's English second language, but it's just the idea of there just being a formulated milk for babies without mothers. Like there's one for babies with mothers and one for without, and they do different things. Okay, talk about the dreams, don't talk about the dreams. Obviously I want to talk about them. Before Isabella leaves the kitchen, you tell her everything you see in these recurring dreams and how Linda asks you to use a Ouija board to communicate with her. It's easy to see how surprised Isabella is. Sir, don't do that. It is too dangerous. You shouldn't mess with the dead. I'm having weird deja vu. Did I do this before? Isabella climbs up the stairs to take care of Mark. You are hungry. You need to make breakfast. You are listening to music on the radio while making breakfast. Will you turn on the radio today? Turn on the radio, make breakfast. Let's turn on the radio. It's going to be creepy, isn't it? The playing song is Sunny from Boney M. Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled. I don't know the tune of that bit. And really ease the pain. Sunny, I love you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. You like that song? It kind of reminds you of the happy times you had with Linda. You make yourself an omelette and a hot cup of coffee. That's your daily routine. After you finish the breakfast, it's time to leave the house. Will you buy a Ouija board? Blah, blah, blah. Go to the toy store. Buy it. Just buy it. Just buy it. Despite it being a winter day, it's not cold outside. There is a toy store, you know. Oh, a toy store, you know. This is where you buy Mark's toys. You remember seeing a Ouija board there. It doesn't take long to reach the store. You enter the store and start searching for the board among all the colourful toys. You find a box that looks quite different from the other toys. It doesn't look cute, not something you'd buy for your kid. It's a grim-looking Ouija board. Buy the board, buy it. You pick up the box of the Ouija board and move to the cash point. The cashier is a brunette young woman. She gets surprised to see the box. Oh, you want to buy that? What will you use it for, if I may ask? What else would you... I'm just going to hang it on my wall. I keep seeing my deceased wife in my dreams too. I think it's none of your business. None of your business. Well, I'm not about that, so I'll just say the first one. I have to warn you, in my religion, dead doesn't talk with us. There are things that claim they are souls of humans, but in truth, they are not. They are evil. Don't buy the board. Well, I'm an atheist, so I'm going to buy it. Okay, as you wish, but if you're going to use it, don't use it by yourself, and never ask when or how someone will die. Okay, immediately that's what I'm going to do. So you pay the board's price and buy it. You put it in a plastic bag with the logo of the toy store and go to your office. As an accountant, you think that you have a dull job. Nothing interesting happens during work. You have no friends to talk to. After the shift ends, you are ready to go home. Darkness has fallen. Go home. I didn't jump that time. Knowing Isabella is at home, you ring the bell when you arrive home. Welcome, she says with a smile after opening the door. Her shift ends when you come home. She got ready to head off. Mark is sleeping peacefully. He has just started sleeping, Isabella says before leaving the house. You ask her to assist you in the seance. You can ask her. Yeah, she might go weird and do something scary.
Because she said, make sure you're with someone, but maybe...
So she said, make sure you're with someone?
Yeah, the woman at the shop said, make sure you're with someone.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if I want something freaky to happen, be on your own.
That's what I'm thinking.
See, I was thinking if she's there, she might go all weird and scary.
Oh, she might. Yeah, well, yeah. Get us to stay.
Oh, I'll do it alone. Isabella leaves. You are alone with Mark now. Before starting the seance, you climb the stairs and check on Mark. He looks so happy and peaceful while sleeping. You close the door and descend the stairs. You will use the board in your living room. There is a table you can use there. You had heard that it's best to turn off the lights before
Hold on a second.
Ouija board. What?
If you're doing the Ouija board on your own,
yes.
Do you just move the glass around just yourself?
Well, it's supposed to be a ghost doing it.
Oh yeah, so you can just... Yeah,
it's not supposed to be you. I mean, obviously, when everyone gets together, they have like weird muscle twitches, even if they don't realise they're doing it, and that's what makes it move. But it's supposed,
Yeah.
So you get a candle from the kitchen and light it. So you turn off the lamp. So the only thing that enlightens the room is the candle. Sorry if I'm ruining the spooky of it. You pull the wooden board from its box and place it on the table. Then you get the planchette. The wooden part. I saw this thing on TV where they voted for a winner for horror short films, and there was one where one of the characters said, "Place your hand upon the planchette," and now I can't hear that word or say it without saying it like that. The summoned entity is supposed to move the planchette when your finger is on it. Are you ready? 1. Woo! 1. Linda. Am I meant to move that? Hello. Keep your finger on the planchette. Oh. So I've got to... Oh, right, okay. Oh. T... V... Y... K... R... Q... Are you watching us from there? Yes. Is it good? Are you really Linda? I asked what do you want to tell me, and H O X I P
Exit.
Yeah, what? Brexit. Is this anagrams?
Hexapum.
I don't know. Are you really Linda? Let's just ask that. Yes. I don't know if I believe you.
When how will I die?
Yeah, that question's not there. It's kind of annoying. Will I bring up Mark? Well, no. Ah, what's gonna happen? What do you want to tell me?
Hexapum.
W P.
Whoop.
Yeah, you're not very helpful, Linda. Z.
Whoops.
The blimmin' D. Z. Wizards, the wizards are coming. F. That's got to be an anagram. Okay, next page, because I don't know what's going on. Why did you return? What does moon mean? What do you want from me? What does moon mean? I don't know what moon's got to do with the price of pudding, but D. T. T. Z. A. M. It's obviously an anagram, but I'm no good at anagrams. I don't know. Why did you return? Moon. Okay, what? What are you on about? What are you chatting about, woman? What do you want from me? Did I ask that? I did. Moon. Oh. Okay.
Moon.
You want me to turn it into a werewolf? I don't know. Next page. Should I move on with my life and meet new women? Why did you leave us? Are you peaceful? Why did you leave us? Let me guess. Moon. Oh. D. I. D. N. Oh. Did not. I bet. She didn't. She was murdered. Did not. Are you peaceful? Ah. No.
No.
Did I ask about moving on? Move on, meet new chicks. No, obviously. If I, this is a terrible thing to say, but if I was a ghost and you were around, I would just annoy the crap out of your new girlfriend. I wouldn't be okay with it. I'm petty. Why are you restless? Moon. Let me guess, moon. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I might have asked that already. Okay.
Well, we can't destroy the moon for you.
No. Is the moon a hoax? Next page. When did we get married? What was your favourite colour? Oh god, who cares about that? When will we be together? When will we be together? And oh, never. Never.
Never.
Is your favourite colour important? I bet it's going to be red. Does that mean that she's in hell or something?
Maybe.
It says red there, there's a mistake. When did 1978? It says the answer there. Okay.
What was that?
It's got the answer accidentally next to those first two.
That's it.
Next page. When will I die? Oh, you're not supposed to ask that, so
yes.
I'm immediately going to ask that. When will Mark die? Yeah, when is Mark going to die? Today. Oh my god, he's going to die now. Yay! I mean, not yay, the death of a small child, but kind of. How will Mark die?
You.
You're going to boot him out the window like a rugby ball. Murder. Ooh. When will I die? 5. Y. E. Oh, 5 years. Oh, I'm gonna die in 5 years, and I'm gonna murder my child. Suicide. Oh, that's so horrible. Suicide. Oh my god. Obviously, I know it's going to be me, but let's do it. M E. Oh my god, why? Moon. What do you mean? You're the moon and you're really annoyed. Oh. And the planchette throws itself, it flies to the window of the living room, breaking it. You hear the radio in the kitchen starting to play. Something turned it on. It plays a sinister voice that laughs. Laughter of a clown. It doesn't stop. Specifically a clown. Like they're not people. It doesn't stop. You feel it mocking you. Turn off the radio. Check on Mark. As you climb the stairs, you hear Mark crying in his room. That's not good. Open the door. Frantically try to open the door of Mark's room. It's locked. Break the door. The door is not broken yet. You hear the muffled scream of Mark. Oh God! Ew. Screams stop. The door is broken. You rush to Mark's cradle. His pillow covers his face. Dead. Small. He was choked. Mark shows no sign of life. He's dead. You cry in despair. You are warned not to use the Ouija board. Now you are alone with your remorse. Soon you call 911. Nobody believes that Mark was killed by a supernatural entity. All the proofs show that Mark was killed by his father. You get arrested. Bummer. Time flies fast and nothing gets better. You get sentenced to life for killing your son. You'll spend the rest of your life alone in a cell. Oh my god, that's so depressing. That's how your psychological problems start. Yada yada yada. Rotten corpses, Linda and Mark. What Mark has seen. What it changed. Sometimes you start laughing hysterically. There's nothing funny to laugh at. Sometimes you throw wild tantrums, screaming. Are you going mad? Is it taking over? There is no difference, honestly. During the 5th year of your imprisonment, you decide to end the dire suffering, and you succeed. The end. Okay, you know, the Ouija board bit I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that was better than the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like I totally avoided any kind of story in the first one, so that was my fault. But, yeah, you know, that was fun. Thank you very much. Okay, obviously link will be in the description. The end.